Hello everyone, today our group will talking about the Airbus corruption scandal. First, the introduction. The case study focuses on the Airbus corruption scandal, one of the largest corrupt bribery cases in modern history. This scandal involved the Airbus SE, a leading European aerospace and defense manufacturer, which was accused of using third-party intermediaries to pay bribes to government officials in several countries to win aircraft and defense contracts. Next, the case gained global attention because it exposed serious, ethical, legal, and corrupt government features within a major multinational company. It also demonstrated how intense competition and weak compliance systems can create opportunities for corruption in international business. And this study aims to explore the main factors behind the offense, the anti-bribery laws related and the legal and financial consequences faced by Airbus. It further highlights key lessons on the importance of integrity, transparency, accountability, and strong corporate ethics in maintaining trust and sustainability in the global marketplace.
Today I will briefly present the Airbus corruption scandal. Both about the company. Airbus SE is a European aerospace and defense company based in France. It is one of the biggest makers of commercial aircraft and depends on large contracts from airlines and governments. Next, the misconduct. Between about 2004 and 2016, Airbus used many agents and consultants in high-risk countries. They pay very high commissions, which were actually based to give bribes and improper advantages to decision makers in more than in 20 countries. To hide this, the company used sham consultants, contracts, false invoices, and complex payment rules. Then the main laws breached. In France, Airbus admitted offenses under the French criminal code, such as bribery, misuse of corporate assets, breach of trust. In the UK, it admitted 5 counts of failing to prevent bribery under Section 7 of the UK Bribery Act 2010. In the US, it accepted responsibility for conspiracy to violate the FCPA anti-bribery provisions and for conspiracy to violate AECA and ITAR on defense export controls. Finally, the outcome. On 31st January 2020, Airbus reached a global settlement with France, the UK, and the US, and agreed to pay about 3.6 to 3.9 billion euros in penalties and to strengthen its compliance system.
Factors contributing to the violations. The Airbus scandal was driven by a weak compliance culture, where policies were bypassed through fake contracts, fabricated reports, and disguised payments. Key enablers included intention evasion by employees and executives prioritizing sales over ethics, high-risk third-party intermediaries, aggressive commercial tactics like lavish perks, sponsorships, and opaque deals in emerging markets, inadequate oversight of export and disclosures, and internal reflex. Violations linked to laws and penalties. Airbus violated the US FCPA by bribing foreign officials to win aircraft contracts, paying $527 million to the DOJ. It breaches US AECA ITAR by hiding commissions on defense exports, forfeiting $55 million. Under the UK Bribery Act, it pays bribes to both officials and private executives, settling for $991 million. France's anti-corruption law led to a $2 billion penalty via CJIP. Total fine exceeded $3.9 billion. with mandatory compliance monitoring.
Hello everyone, my name is Glenda. My part is Airbus will bring sector signatories. The impact on individuals, the sector exposed the danger of undeclared practice implicating executives and exposing investigation and possibly criminal charges. The moral of host works was great and their reputations stimulated by the pervasive corporate cultures. Efforts on Airbus, the campaign was felt billions and its reputation was damaged for years. Airbus made radical changes in public jurisprudence and transparency to win back trust. National efforts, the investigation on the case invalued trade relations on nations in which UK, France, and the US joined force in the investigation. It highlighted the global consequence of corporate cooperation and encouraged other countries and companies to step up their anti-bribery game. The scandal was indicative of how the damaging competition could be at world level.
Hello everyone, my name is Li Jia. Let's go to the measures to address integrity issues. For the internal reforms to rebuild the trust, Airbus created an independent review panel, launched a comprehensive errors program, and tightened internal controls, especially in third-party relationships. After that, we can see the transparency and accountability. Airbus enhanced transparency by using digital tools, encouraging whistleblowing and aligning with global anti-bribery standards such as the UK Bribery Act and the FCPA. After that, we can see for the key lessons from the case. From this case, we learn that ethical leadership, transparency, and global cooperation are critical for maintaining corporate integrity. Also be continuous and deeply embedded in company culture. In conclusion, Airbus' response to the scandal shows that even after a serious corruption case, a company can recover if it generally commits to integrity, transparency, and ethical reform. That's all for this part.
In conclusions, the Airbus corruption scandal shows what can happen when a company forgets about honesty and ethics. Airbus used middlemen to give money to government officials in different countries to get airplane and defense deals. These actions broken anti-bribery laws in many countries. Because of this, Airbus had to pay more than 3.6 billion euros in fines. The scandal hurt the company name, made workers lose confidence, and caused problems between countries. However, Airbus also learned from this mistake. The company made changes, made strong rules against bribery effects, changing to all workers, and built server ways for them to report problems. This case teaches us honesty and ethics are very important in business. Good leaders, clean rules, and responsibility at every level can help stop corruption. Only honesty and ethics can build long-term trust access in the global market. Thank you for watching.